Ladies and gentlemen,
children of all ages.
it's
good to be back, though.
After all of these, you're like, is it actually live? But I think it is.
Well, we got to ask the sound check, and are we live? We got a couple of
Spency's over there.
We got one less Yahoo running the show today, so we'll find out how important that Yahoo is.
Hey, Jake's busy gallivanting in Iowa.
Yep, he's just on vacation.
Introduce him to some buddies of ours.
Yep.
Now all of a
we don't
sudden,
even get the invite anymore.
Like literally, he's been down there shed hunting like 5 times, and I got invited one time, and it's like, where the hell is Jake?
Yep.
Come into the shop, and Spencer's like trying to lift stuff, and Sam's
all red-faced over there. Yeah.
You know, Mike's like bleeding. I'm like, where's Jake? Oh, he's
Carstrom's hands are swollen.
He's sheddy.
I know.
God. Well, then you get into turkey season, and then what? Like, now is he going to be smallmouth bassy? I hope not. So, no more hobbies.
So when you're shed hunting, you get sheddy. When you're turkey hunting, what do you get? Turkey?
Turkey. I've been turkeyed a time or two.
You've been turkeyed? All right. And then what?
That's what it's called when you get 3
during the summer.
He's in bowling. It's called a turkey.
During the summer, he's going to be worky.
After turkey season's done. Hey, welcome. New season.
Sheddy, turkey, worky. And then it's whatever deer hunting is. He gets pretty deery. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's got a lot of,
It was a long day of Zoom meetings for me today, so I'm very thankful to have, and Hop and Barrel listened. I did complain, and
they brought their A game today.
I got my Minnesotan.
It's 90 degrees out, so I'm drinking 100 lemon breakers, obviously. It's amazing, actually, how many people have reached out and asked us where they can buy lemon breaker or just Hop and Barrel in general. And I think it's only in Wisconsin. I honestly don't know the true answer.
I saw it as far north as Superior, Wisconsin.
Okay, all right.
They got to get a dealer locator is what they got to get. You know,
I hear you.
Maybe we got to talk to them.
I mean, we could be a distributor for them. You know, sell a case of Big Sexy and a case of lemon breaker, and
right out the door.
Out the door it goes.
Business idea.
I'm just saying. Get our own little private labeled domain.
What would we call it?
Not what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
I'm not sure. I think we could get pretty creative with it, though. I'd like to think.
Well, it's pretty sweet to be back live on Beers and Bucks. We've got turkey season's underway. I drew season here, and I think it's next week, so I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Mine's 2 weeks from now, but I'm likely not gonna be hunting.
I know. That's kind of what I'm saying. I do have a fishing trip to Green Bay, and I got to get the boat out. I got to get it ready, and we're running out of weekends. And top priority for me right now is like we missed our frost seeding. We didn't have a frost seeding window at our land. It went from like too much snow to, okay, I think we're in good shape, to a foot of snow, and then I was gone for a week, and then now all the snow is melted because it's 90 damn degrees out. But the misconception that we wanted to talk about, yes, the freeze thaw definitely helps get your good depth and natural seed to soil contact. But tomorrow I'm going out. Last year, and I'm going to film it, so we'll post the video probably this weekend.
So it'll be a real shitty, nice camera video.
Yeah, it's
Timmy.
One of the old school videos like we used to do. It's no big deal.
Fantastic. Drinking a lemon breaker.
Will I be kneeling in the plot? Yes.
Obviously.
Who made fun of us for kneeling in plots?
Riley's wife.
Yeah, what a jerk.
I know, it wasn't very nice.
I see one more video of you kneeling in a plot. It's like, mind your own business.
So obviously the next 20 we're going to do are going to be kneeling.
Yeah. So we did what best we could. But anyways, we planted it last year in Sugar Mama. I made a conscious effort that like we need to get more perennials established on our farm. We've got small little micro plots. Deer are always crushing them, and yet every year it's been, we got to put Big Sexy in. We got to put Showstopper in. I was like, nope, we're gonna put Sugar Mama in. And granted, Sugar Mama fought weeds last year because we had the drought. Mm-hmm. My hope is, and I'll find out tomorrow, is there should be awesome clover germing in there tomorrow, which I'll highlight that as well. And then I'm going to go in and I'm still going to 2x the seed. So I think it's about a half an acre. So I'm going to combine a jug of Hot Chick and Comeback Kid.
Boom.
And I'm going to still 2x the seed. We got some rain coming on Saturday. Temps are dropping back down. Potential of snow on Sunday.
Why not, right?
But still optimal time. That rain will help drive those seeds down. But also in some of those areas, if you don't got rain coming, frost seeding period's over, you can still till and plant. The benefit of not tilling it is springtime, you tend to fight more weeds. So if you can avoid touching the tiller to the dirt, you'll avoid unearthing those pesky weed seeds that are down there dormant right now. And that's the plan. So watch for a video tomorrow. We'll do the best job we can of getting it documented with we don't have any fancy cameras, just my iPhone. So
that's okay. It's also the perfect time of year to be planting those in the woods plots with a rake. We shared some of Spency the other day, raking away in front of his big old gun stand there. Our buddy Corey was down in Buffalo County today clearing out this epic hot chick plot that we shared it on our Facebook page this morning, and it gives you visions of giant deer. It's just a tucked in spot. He cleared out some trees, putting hot chick down, gonna get some rain on it. But now is the best time to get those backwoods plots established. There's no leaves, so you get maximum sun, you get good root and stem development, your hot chick, your no BS, your comeback kid, your logging roads, which hopefully Timmy will check those out this weekend too and give us an update on those. But perfect time to establish those with no leaves. And really the next month in the northern US is perfect. It's optimal for in-woods, backwoods, shaded plots, getting them established before the leaves, because then they can last all the way through fall and winter. So when you establish those shaded plots, you don't tear them up later in the year. You're planting perennials that are going to last with a little bit of maintenance into the fall and winter. That's the whole idea. Kind of beat the shade.
Think about this too. Like, so we reseeded the food plot highway on our property. Was it last year? I think we did. We went in and touched it up. But even going in up there, and we have a leaf blower, but we'll bring a rake too. Get the leaves off of it.
Absolutely.
Get all the wet leaves and debris off of it, and let the sun hit those plant. When you blow over it, you're gonna see there's gonna be a bunch of green clovers that are trying to pop up. Well, if they can't get sun because they're covered by leaves, you're not going to have a very good clover plot. So I'll go in this probably tomorrow, and that's one of the things that I'm going to do too. And then what I'll do on that one is I got to grab one more jug of seed. Don't let me forget. Is I'll take and I'll go broadcast some more hot chick right over that too. It's already somewhat established, but clear it off, clear that debris, and you'll be amazed at how thick that'll come up. But if you don't do that and you just leave it covered with leaves from last year, you're not going to, just because you did the work last year doesn't mean you don't have to do the work this year, I guess is the point.
Yeah, I think even with like frost seeding and overseeding and planting of any nature, make sure you remove the leaves. Whether you're blowing away or raking away, whatever they might be. So
Jason, it's not a Coors.
Those seeds,
it's a Minnetonka, and it's ice cold.
Those seeds need to touch the soil still. It was, for those of you that don't know, big announcement for Domain this week. Jason Karshbaum. First week down. We stole him away, and he's a part of our awesome team now, just rocking it here, and knocked out his first week here, and our production 2x'd. So,
and he's still here.
He's still with us. Yeah.
Good job.
Didn't quit. Yeah.
Thank you, Jason.
Pretty good. But now we're excited to have Jason. He's volunteering with the Durant Fire Department tonight, so it's a pretty good reason to be watching Beers and Bucks at the fire hall. So that's pretty cool. So, cheers to Jason, and we're excited to have him on our team. So
I do want to hit a little bit on, I wish, and maybe someday we'll advance our technology here where we could get a song playing, because there's a little bit of a song that I think would play right now that would resonate well with the Domain team. And I want to rewind to a few weeks ago when we got the phone call about a shed hunt. We got the phone call. We got the call. They wanted the team to come down.
Wow.
And
Timmy got the troops ready. I
trained them up every night. But last minute, audible. Oh, the roads are too bad. They knew I was leaving to Hawaii the next day. They knew I couldn't make it. So they sabotaged old Shed Dog. But I had trained the troops up so well. And then guess what? Our guys go down, And then basically what I hear is Kira Waynes basically begged to join the
Kira, Trey, Jeff, the whole squad.
Trey, Jeff.
Yep.
Oh, they saw the training program that I put them through, and boom, we get to the end of the day, Domain wins the shed hunt. And so basically I was thinking maybe we could do and sell maybe a 3-week or 6-week program.
Perfect.
And get people in shed shape.
I mean, look what it did for Jake and Spencer in 1 week.
Yeah, I mean, Spencer found 3 sheds that day. Spencer took my advice a little too literally and was just all on the north slope.
Here's the question. Had Spencer not done your trading, would he have found 6 or 0? I'm going to go with 6. I think you actually cut his volume in half because he was following your roll. Like, he went up the gut. That didn't work. And then he hit the north slope. That didn't work.
But it's like, did he actually follow it?
Well, that's also fair. He might have just said, you know what, Timmy just doesn't know what he's talking about.
You can teach a horse to run, but you can't make him jump. I don't know how that...
I think you can lead him to water, but you can't make him drink.
That's what I was... Yes. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
You can teach a horse to run, but you can't make him jump.
So...
I mean, that's the way it's going to be said now.
But for fairness,
we're going to change the narrative.
I think my training program worked.
I mean, look at you.
I haven't found a single shed yet this year, but I'm going to go ham this weekend. I'm going to find...
I think the
minimum 5 this weekend.
The success of our training video is going to rely on the success of you this weekend.
I know. It's a lot of pressure.
If you come home empty-handed, we might as well bunch the video idea.
Yeah. Well, keep tuned on that because I have a reputation to upkeep. They tried to tell me that I'm no longer the shed dog because I wasn't there, and I was like, well, in fairness, had I been there and not found a shed, you could relinquish the title. Last minute reschedule means that basically there might be an asterisk next year, but I maintain the shed dog credential, and maybe we got to make a little shed dog trophy.
We could.
And then they can try and take it from me.
Yeah, that's fair.
We'll put it right next to my 1996 wrestling trophy and my 94 participation.
We're going to get back to the purple and brown ribbons?
No, we're not going to get back down that rabbit hole, but I do have a trophy proudly displayed.
It's displayed. I'm not sure how proudly it is. I'm going to answer Zach's question here.
I love it.
Yeah, because he's a newbie. Love it. What would be the best time in central Oklahoma for Hot Chick and Showstopper? So if I'm in central Oklahoma and I'm planting those two, I'm going to plant them together, potentially, or plant them separate. If separate, get Hot Chick in ASAP. If together, which can work really, 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 really well, late August, early September. Your June, July, and August are going to be really hot, probably pretty dry. And once you kind of get into that rainier end of August, early September timeframe, mix those two bad boys together, plant them on your acre. Showstopper's going to grow really fast. Hot Chick's going to grow slower, and it's going to provide a nice nurse crop. Your deer are going to hammer the Showstopper all fall and winter. Next spring, your Hot Chick is going to be thriving. There's a million ways to do it, as you know, or maybe you don't. We're very gray area thinkers. We don't think in black and white where it's like you have to do this, you can't do that. So you have options. But I would plant them in the fall for optimal fall and winter attraction. And if you've got radishes and brassicas to go with it, that can be smart as long as you're following your seed rates. Sometimes experts, beginners, all of us in general, fail to pay attention to our seed rates, and as a result, we don't get the plants to grow as well as we'd like them to.
Yeah, so if you're like, a common question we like attending the shows this spring, everyone kind of, and I don't blame them, right? Everyone's like wanting to kind of make their own creative mix. So they're like, oh, what can I mix with this? Or what can I mix? Can I mix these two? And it's like, sure, watch your seed rates. And, clovers you can get away with overseeding a bit. Things like Big Sexy, anything with your radish.
Showstoppers.
Like anything, if you want to get the big taproots, like you cannot overseed those. Like you want less is more. So, and a common mistake newcomers make, and I don't even want to say newcomers
and old comers.
I still make this mistake. You cannot see the seeds, and you think you're planting a half acre. You're actually planting a quarter acre because
you put down an acre's worth,
and you're like, "Whoops! I just overseeded the shit out of that."
Yeah.
But, I think less is more. Clovers, you can get away with it. Seed mixes like a No BS or a Green Machine that have the oats in the mix, you can kind of get away with it as well. But your brassicas, less is more. You can always, for the most part, go back in and fill in spots after. But wait, if it germs up and it's like a green carpet, and it's brassica mix, you overseeded it. If it looks somewhat sparse, but you see plants popping up, that's perfect. Leave them alone. Those plants are going to grow big and tall as long as they get the fertilizer and all the nutrition they need and rain. But that was such a common question when we were down at the Wisconsin Deer and Turkey Expo. Thanks everyone that came.
That was wild.
That was awesome.
Wild. Sorry if we didn't have seed when you got there.
Yeah, we got crushed a little bit on Saturday there. It was like, whoa, Nelly.
The boys were slinging some seed. Even Sammy got in the action.
I know. He's like, I'm not a sales guy. I'm like, you don't have to be a sales guy. Just talk to him about deer hunting. He's like, oh
yeah.
That's awesome.
He was slinging it. We saw Greg Johnsrud there too.
Hi, yeah, Greg. I missed Greg. Sorry, Greg. I was over yapping with the Whitetail Adrenaline guys. And
yeah, typically at the shows when we're all there working pretty hard, we look around, Timmy's gone. He's off yapping with somebody for hours.
It's called networking.
On end.
Networking. So what if it's two of my best friends from college?
Typically he's at the bar. I don't know if we're gonna call it networking, but
well, in Iowa,
the word working is in networking. I don't think that's fair.
Technically in Iowa, I was sneaking over there to get some Busch Lights because all Iowa sold was 24 ounce.
They don't have hopping barrels. That's true.
Yep. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
I smuggled my own hopping barrel in.
Don't say that.
Sorry. Iowa. Iowa.
Yeah, no, we did.
Yeah.
And
hey,
it's good.
Can't hate. Derek Thayer wants to know, how's the recharge?
Now is the time.
It's obviously very good because we make it. That sounds arrogant, but it's true. We didn't skip any steps when we put that one together. But to Timmy's point, it's time. I mean, oftentimes people like to put mineral out late in the summer to get velvet picks. But if you want your velvet picks to be bigger and better, do the things now. Get those clover plots in your mother load, those high protein food sources established to help grow antlers, and then give them some recharge. And I think another misconception about mineral is the does are going to thrive or feed off of the mineral even more than the bucks will. And I'm not going to get into genetics and all those things, but the doe is a pretty important creature when it comes to bucks. They carry a lot of the genes that help make the bucks that Spency Boy finds the antlers to, the big ones. So to that point, recharge is fantastic. Take a look at it. Top down, has everything you need. Trace minerals, major minerals, vitamins. It's got it all top to bottom to make sure your does are healthy, your fawns are healthy, and your bucks are healthy. So I'd give it a shot. I'd start it now. I wouldn't wait if you can, and I'd run it all the way through August, all the way through growing season. Yeah. So coming off a winter is stressful no matter what. Now's a good time to start pouring that to them. And it's not like feed. Feed, they're going to eat all of it all the time. Mineral, they're going to eat teaspoons or tablespoons a day. So you can get 20, 30 days out of a bag of recharge. So get her going, boys and girls. Oh, what do you think, Timmy? I wish we could use it. I wish we could use it legally in more places.
I know we can't actually put recharge down at our land.
Thankfully,
it's such a bummer because it's like you come off a winter like what we had, and you just see these deer, and they're trying to find food, and you're like, I could give them such good nutrients right now, and but in areas that you can do it, for sure, put it out. I mean, we used to be able to. And
back before politics got involved.
Yeah, it was awesome. But a couple people, Jeremy Singfield from Canada, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Whereabouts in Canada? I talked to a lot of people down in like Arkansas, Alabama, Florida for my full-time job, and everyone thinks I'm from Canada because apparently I say my O's weird. I kind of accent the O's. But
O's.
take
like a youper.
Take the boats out.
Quebec.
Don't
all right.
forget the totes. But yeah, I do have a pretty bad accent. But
is it a bad one or is it a good one?
I think it's good. I think it's sweet. Like it's kind of like. I'm not going to even go there. I don't want to go down that hole. Do you broadcast incognito? Zachary, probably not. You could
broadcast it.
You could till it and then broadcast it, but you still want to make sure you get better seed to soil contact. You can't just. It's not like your hot chicken comeback kid. You're going to want to make sure that you get that tilled up.
I gotcha.
And the big thing with incognito too is that plant's a 1/4 acre, and if you're planting, Mike knows the math on this. If it's
10 foot wide strip for a 1/4 mile.
Yeah, 10 feet wide is typically what we recommend.
That's a lot.
And a 1/4 mile. So do the math on it. Then incognito is another one, just like the brassicas. Don't overcrowd it. Nope. You know, you're like, oh, I want to have it thick and like, nope, you want big stalks.
One more thing on that too. Don't overcrowd it, and don't put urea down too early.
We talked about that quite a bit at Wisconsin Deer and Turkey Expo too. Establish it with your granular
potassium and phosphorus build roots and stems.
Yep.
When people say, hey, it blew over last year, it's like, all right, what did you do? Well, I put down a 1/4 acre on a 10-foot strip for 20 feet. It's like, ooh, that's a lot. Okay. And then I just used urea on it the whole time. It grew like 15 feet tall, but it fell over. Well, when you use urea, that nitrogen just explodes the growth without developing the foundation. So 19 to start. Get it 5-6 feet tall and then use urea.
Do you think that's what happened to me as a child?
I don't think there's a whole lot of urea used on you in general. Definitely no phosphorus and potassium. You have not much of a foundation.
I thought my grandma always told me I had
your scrawny little legs.
No, my grandma always told me I had broad shoulders. It's a shoots thing.
You're wearing
I think I actually might have grabbed Mel's shirt by accident. Honestly, when I left the house, the sucker was fitting a little snug.
Yeah.
I'll just pull these sleeves down. I'm probably intimidating people.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It must be that Peloton workout you've been.
I've been neglecting the ton.
Yeah.
I got to be honest.
Yeah.
I got to get back on it.
Getting back on it means you would have actually been on it previous.
Yeah, well, I wrote it 3 times in February.
Oh, sorry. So technically you can say getting back on it then. Yeah. Question for you, Timmy.
Yeah.
Totally out of left field. Hunting turkeys, bow or gun?
See, I would say it's been quite a few years since we've had like really good turkey population on, like, how long has it been? I mean,
was that before I was involved in it?
It had to have been.
So it's
we used to be able to go up on the ridge. We had a blind that we'd set up, and they'd come off the roost, and you'd kill one almost every year.
But that means you actually had to be out in the woods prior to them coming out of the roost.
Actually, I think we would have thrived because, like,
they were late.
It was like 10:30
late
to
roosters.
shoot your bird. Mike and I have gone turkey hunting now
3 times.
3 times, and
I mean, the turkey hunting.
The first time we went. We went down to the cabin. We drank entirely too many beers, and then we woke up. The sun was already up, and then we're like, F it. The next year, we're like, all right, we're gonna put a conscious effort into making sure we wake up. Slept through the alarms, drank too many beers.
I vividly remember walking down the logging trail, and Timmy and I were just kind of like giggling, like, pretty sure when you walk out to turkey hunt, it's not supposed to be light out.
It's not. So then the 3rd year, I was like, all right, it's time to get serious.
Mm-hmm. We got serious. We saw like 100 toms that day. That's when I shot one in the head.
No.
It ran away.
No, because Nick was out with us, and we got permission to go hunt at Casey's.
We also walked out in the morning. Yeah, it was 10 a.m.
We woke up, and it was like 10 a.m., and we're like, why do we keep doing this?
It was like Home Alone.
Yeah. We did it again! But then we get out there, and we get in on these birds, and Mike thunder punches one. Of course, he's using a crossbow.
5 yards.
If he would have been using a compound with a slick trick, he probably would have.
I should have just had a shotgun and just smashed it in the face.
Think? Smoked it. I've never blood tracked a turkey before.
I've never had 10 toms within 5 feet of me before.
How they can be that close?
It was insane.
Schwack one. We blood tracked it for 100 yards.
Oh, 700 yards. It went forever. Remember it ran into the fence?
I couldn't get through the fence. Just a goblin, middle feathering us. It's like,
oh yeah,
you'll never get this. That was supposed to be Borat.
He definitely get
0 intimidation, Mike Raymond. Oh, he's talking smack because of the shed hunt.
Was he at the shed hunt? I didn't see him holding any sheds. He must have watched the 3-week Timmy video.
I think a lot of people probably got scared. That's why they had to move it, because attendance was going to be low.
Yeah.
They're like, well, the dog's not. It's not Shed Dog anymore. It's just the dog.
Yeah.
2 G's. The dog's not going to be there.
He's kind of been peacock chesting around here for the last 12 months.
Oh yeah.
Now that he's got the nickname the dog, thinks he's. Can you grab me a beer, Sam?
I did
Thanks,
get
boss.
big into Dog the Bounty Hunter for a while, though.
On purpose?
That was a pretty good show.
Really?
In college. Yeah, we watched it.
That's brutal.
Guy's got great hair.
That's brutal. Brutal.
What else were we going to yap about tonight?
I want to talk about motherlode. I got a question. What do they call, when deer have breeding season, it's called the rut. What about turkeys? Because you hunt them during their breeding season. What do you call it? Is it the rut? It can't be the rut. Is it the strut? Oh, I'm trademarking that shit.
What is the turkey breed?
Somebody help me. What is it? Is it the strut?
What about the
Oh,
pheasants?
Sammy, thanks, boss. Pheasants?
I mean, fish, it's called the spawn.
Yeah, fish spawn. Mike Graham says the waggle.
The waggle.
Oh, I like it. That's good.
Hey, don't bring your personal business in.
It's not quite as good as the strut. But what is it? We can't just call
The
it
waggle.
breeding season.
He's all rutted up. Right
He is
now.
all he's
Waggle.
all pert as a button, pert as a rutten buck there. Whew. Say words. I tell you what.
Let's figure that out. Tell us a little bit about Motherlode.
I just want to talk about it because it's new, and I was in Mississippi this week, meeting with a bunch of dealers and reps in that part of the country, and it's the perfect product. It's perfect for everywhere, but down there it's so perfect because in previous years we'd get the calls and what can I plant in the full sun in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Missouri, wherever. It's really hot during the fall or during the summer, and we were like, you can plant clover with a nurse crop. That's your best bet. And now we finally have a solution that thrives in heat and humidity and provides over 30% forage, which if you're looking at building body and antler growth and all the things, protein is the catalyst. It's the driving force. And Motherlode provides really high levels. It handles heat. But what I want to talk about with Motherlode was not only is it great for the south, but it's great for the north. The trick is don't plant it too early. There's no benefit from planting it right now in Wisconsin when soil temps are cold, the air temps are cold, you can freeze the seeds. There's no benefit. You've got such a long growing season in front of you, and it's going to thrive on heat and humidity like corn or beans that your farmer's going to plant. So wait.
Wait
Don't
till you
plant it
see
too-
the farmers putting their
Absolutely.
stuff in. Those guys, that's their livelihood.
Here's another
They're
thing.
not messing that
Here's
up.
another thing that you can play with. We always talk about plant maturity levels and how deer react to the maturity of a plant. That's why they eat it. So in Motherlode, we've played with plant maturity levels too to help you plant it and have success in egg country. So typically when you're hunting beans in egg country, you're hunting early because they're green. The second they brown, your deer turn off. Well, if you wait and plant Motherlode in, say, June, that soybean's going to stay green longer than your egg beans. So you're going to get an extra 1 or 2 weeks of green on beans and have those deer go right from the egg beans to your beans, or never even use the egg beans, just use your beans,
Oh boy,
and give you another 2 weeks.
gets me fired up.
So I tell you what, Motherlode is one of those mixes that I know it's new and there's a lot of questions about it because we haven't had it before, but holy crap.
Plant it a little bit late.
Yeah, I mean, May, June, not too early. Don't rush it.
But also be careful too, because it's not like, don't plant it like, if you're planting it close to your ag, like it's not Roundup ready.
It's not Roundup ready. Don't spray Roundup.
Don't spray it with Roundup. Make sure that it's not like if you have a little strip next to the farmer's beans.
Pound town.
Yeah, Pound Town. That's turkey breeding season. I don't know if I'd really call it that. They're kind of, anyways. I don't want to be planting it this year. Motherlode.
What?
Oh yeah, we're gonna put Motherlode. We put Motherlode in our big field last year. It came in awesome. So
I want to plant it behind my house so bad, but my plot is like 1/100 of an acre. So I'm not gonna do it, but I want
trip
to.
and fall across your
you could-
little test plot.
You absolutely
but
could.
it's good because it's shaded.
You could have 10 deer in it at once too.
It gets crushed.
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
got the other new test product out there right now, and there's like 52 deer out there a night.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's real silly. And we're gonna have a new product coming out, and this one's
some
gonna,
point.
This one's probably gonna get a little bit of what we call the old fast track, because yeah, she's
pretty wild.
She's money.
We just need a name for it.
Yeah,
We can't tell you anything about it, but we need a name for it. So if you guys want to help us come up with the next name, fire away. I'm not going to tell you anything about the product.
we thought about booty call.
Yeah, we loved it, but it's not going to work.
It's just not appropriate, apparently.
It crossed the line just a little too much, we were told. So
Yeah, we thought about Fight Club.
we like walking the line, but not crossing it. So here's your chance to name the next domain product.
Even though you don't know what
You don't know what it is, but you know how we are. And it was almost called Booty Call, so that should help you. Should help give you some ideas.
Yeah, it wasn't. What did I say?
You said Fight Club.
Yeah, Fight Club, booty call.
It's called Courtship. I thought that was when you were trying to date your wife there, Nelson.
Hey Nelson, how'd you do in the old shed hunt?
Oh.
Shaboom!
Did you hear that he's gonna crash our Kentucky deer hunt?
He's coming the week we're going.
Yep, Jeff and Chantel.
That's fantastic.
That's what I said. They're the last two.
Oh, that is
And I
great.
said there's hazing, so
Yeah,
I mean it could get pretty ugly.
I just hope I can. I hope I can make it, because we might be trying our elk tag this year.
Oh, Timmy's not gonna go.
Oh, we gotta talk a little bit about old the mule, but
Oh, I forgot about
We're gonna
that.
be-
How could
we're
I
gonna
forget
be-
about that? He killed
well,
everything that lived in New Zealand.
we're gonna be close on this Kentucky hunt. But I'm hoping I can still make it.
Well, if you can't make it, we'll find somebody else that's
I know. I
better
can't-
than you are.
I'm not going to give up my spot. I'm owed. So Dad took this bucket list hunt, and my mom went. He went with his good friend Tom Close. Tom Close. I'll plug him actually, because Close Encounters is
sounds
his
weird when
business.
you say that.
He worked full time. I think he was working at 3M, big company out of the cities here, and probably everyone knows 3M. Post-it notes, hello.
they literally make everything.
Yeah. But he runs Close Encounters, and what he does is he's a huge hunter. He's hunted all these outfitters, because if anyone's ever been through an outfitter hunt, you can have some really shitty ones where people misrepresent it.
Yeah.
And you get there and you're like, what the hell did I just pay $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 for? He's been to New Zealand 3 times to this place. He's gone to Africa. He's got really good connections over there. So long story short, if you're looking for one of those cool hunts, check out Close Encounters.
Is it with
Contact Tom.
Is it with a K or a C? CLOSE?
Okay.
Just not to.
I'll verify. If
Yeah.
you have questions, reach out to us. But that it's such a cool business. He's basically a travel agent for hunters that want to do these crazy cool hunts that you don't want to fly all the way to New Zealand and risk it. And they didn't. There was 4 hunters in camp. Dad shot a 392-inch red stag,
It's giant.
and it's giant.
We shared it on the site. Go check it out.
And the other 3 guys, they all shot giants too.
Yeah, they were 4 for 4.
It was
wild.
nuts. And then they go, well, we got to do a little habitat control here, and they handed Dad a rifle, and if I could imagine,
ham.
gets the headband on and the face paint, he went into Rambo mode. He actually shot a fallow deer with his bow, and I think he shot 3 tar. He's like, oh yeah, one was a big bastard, just boom.
He never told me about the fallow deer or the tar.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I heard about it, but I was hoping he would tell me.
Yeah.
Never said a word about him.
No, I think
He was in
he's
secrecy.
he's the quiet killer.
I mean, when you come off a bender like that, I know it takes some time to.
Shipping the stag home. We're gonna get it mounted, and it's gonna go and make my elk look really small.
It's a big sucker. I'm excited to get that thing in the shack, and he said he's gonna put right next to the cow elk up there, huh? So when you walk in, you're gonna stare right in the eyeballs.
Jeff's now talking shit.
I saw that.
Like,
I mean, in theory, if he's there, he could kill before you.
they need to send him. They're not sending him to the Whistle Farm because I actually want to go back there. They can send him to the, and I don't want him to go to the slave plantation either because I love that place.
That's where you kill deer.
Even though I'm horrified.
I would go to the Whistle Farm right now and sit on your pond. Right now for 5 straight days, morning and night.
That spot's so good.
Probably the best spot in the world.
It's so good. Sitting in this little tree and the wind's blowing and you're swinging back and forth and the deer don't have a clue you're there.
It's like a 600-acre farm. That's an egg farm. And Brian is like picked out this little spot. He's got a plot there by the pond, and it's a finger, like this finger that comes out into the egg fields. And there's obviously water and additional food, and then Timmy in a tree.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You saw like 6 shooters there.
Well, no, I saw
Just couldn't seal
shooter.
the deal.
No, I saw one shooter and a giant bull came in, and then that bull charged me that night. I was carrying a little bad habit to put in there, and that thing he was stomping its hoof at me. I stomped right back. He ran off, obviously, but
I'm gonna answer Rob's question quick about inoculants.
Oh
yeah, Rob, for Hot Chick and Comeback Kid and No BS and Sugar Mama and all the seeds that we have that need inoculants, they've been inoculated before you buy them. So you can just go ahead and plant those suckers. They're good to go. So they will fixate nitrogen as they go, just like they're supposed to.
Inoculation.
Oh yeah, cool term. Rendezvous. Holla back, y'all. I like that. That's good.
Holla back.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it though. Keep trying.
Well,
hit me.
see, Mike, I'll give you some. Spencer, don't feel bad. Not you, Spencer. The Spencer that's actually cool here. That actually found more than 3 sheds and didn't shoot a goat and not mount it. I'm still pissed about that.
That is.
When we first named the company Domain, I went and had beers with my buddy Tim.
Rebound.
Came back from dinner, or we had beers, lunch. And he came back the next day. We met for indoor golf simulator, and he's like, "Here it is." And there was Domain. It's in your roots, and Domain. This is your land, and it was all pretty damn close to the logo we have today. And Mike's like, "Yeah, I don't like it."
No, I said I'm not sure. I'll think about it.
Yeah, like, your ideas suck, Tim. Go lay by your dish. And then
Well, most of your ideas do suck, in my defense.
the Snot Tamer is a great idea. We're not going to get into it now, but then he came around to it. So Spencer, don't give up. That's all I'm saying.
Spencer Renfro or Spencer Sutliff?
Renfro.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
Stag Slayer.
Big buck munch.
There we go. Now we're on to something. So we almost called it booty call. So let's find the term booty call, but not say booty call. What is that? What is that term?
I don't even know.
That's what we need. We need a synonym for booty call.
Synonym. There you go with those big words again.
Hey, that's what you need.
So I have some kind of bad news. Though. I might not go to the cabin this weekend.
What? You literally spent the first 20 minutes of the episode saying you're going to see Comeback Kid and Hot Chick.
Yes. But on my way here, I was talking to my parents. They were down there yesterday, and there was a snake spotting.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
And it was...
If you've ever seen Timmy on the Ring camera with a little 6-inch garter snake.
This one, I've heard, and this is from my mom. She claims it might be 6 feet.
Oh, give me a...
Their dog, they got a pretty big dog, Bo.
Yeah.
Ran at it.
Always 6 pounds.
And this thing reared up, and it did the neck thing like a cobra. And it was like it was going at him or her, Bo. So we got a major snake issue.
Yep. You're just the guy. I mean, if I had a snake issue, I'd call you.
I'm not. I want to find that guy. Has anyone ever seen those videos of that guy with the really skinny glasses, the exterminator guy, Billy? I think his name is. Like, maybe we need to get him out there and take care of the snakes.
We're starting to get some better names here. We're getting closer. We got Last Call, Heartbreaker, Hookup. We're getting closer. Getting warmer.
Are you changing the topic because you don't?
One night stand. Hello.
But you don't want it to be a one night.
We want it to be an every night stand. What do you call that,
marriage?
Raymond? No. False.
Good point. Sugar Shack.
A walk of shame. Now we're getting close. Thomas, we're naming the next domain product. You just don't know what it is. But this is good. See, this is good. Grab a beer. We're drinking Hop and Barrel, obviously. But grab the closest beer next to you, open it, pour it in your mouth, and then say the next word that comes to your mind.
Somebody might. We don't have to say beer. What if somebody hammers a Dr. Pepper
Apologies.
and they just get squirrely?
Yep. Take your Dr. Pepper. Take your Gatorade. Whatever it is.
Water. I mean, if you can chug a 16-ounce glass of water and just like
slam it, and the first thing that comes to your mind, say it. And for Nelson, it was Tim. Dear God, he should go get checked out or have another beer. Yikes.
Oh, Thomas. Oh, give me a minute.
Oh, sure. Well, midnight visitor.
We want daytime visitors, not midnight visitors.
Correct. We want that nooner.
We don't want night rider.
We want a nooner, you know.
Boo, but you can't call it nooner because of that nooner drink.
Mm-hmm. Yep, hanky panky.
This
is good. This is good. We got the wheels a turning. Midnight vibes. We don't want midnight, remember? We want like noon or 4 o'clock.
7:30.
Whenever I'm in the tree stand, that's when I want it.
Mid-morning snacker.
This is good. This is good. Now if we could just find a way to get Hop and Barrel distributed to everybody, that the ideas would probably get just a little bit better.
I know.
I would think.
Get a couple of Minnesotan,
you know?
Yeah. Come up.
So Timmy's going to the shack this weekend. We're going to be naming products. I'm going to be cleaning up the mess that the storm left.
Yeah.
9 trees down in my yard.
Let's talk a little bit about what's going on this Sunday, though.
What? Oh, baby.
I'm going to be back for that. I probably won't make it quite at 11th, but
yeah. So we will be at the 45th Parallel in New Richmond. Spency's going to set up for us. I'm going to roll in about 11 o'clock. Timmy's going to roll in at some point, and it's 4 hours long, and it's all local vendors. So if you're in the local area, stop on in. A1's going to be there. Our buddy Josh Miller is going to be speaking about dog training and all the things he does. The guys from Lucky Duck are going to be there. Onyx, Jeff Nelson, and Advanced Habitats. It's like 10 or 12 different local companies that are in the outdoor space. And the 45th Parallel is just an awesome spot.
Yeah, coolest spot in New Richmond, Wisconsin. So
A1 will be selling our products. We'll have them there. We'll talk about them. A1 will be selling them. So it'll be a really fun event. I'm glad you brought that up. I totally forgot about it.
Well, I've been kind of just slammed this week, but I was like, I need to make it for it. And but yeah, outdoor seminar and awesome. That place. We've only been there. I've only been there once
it's
with
fantastic.
you. But yeah, it's a cool place, and show up. It's kind of going to be shitty on Sunday too around here.
Free.
So, and it's free.
It's
Come
free.
on,
show up, have a cocktail, buy some domain, talk to the boys. I don't know if Spencer's he's gonna be turkey hunting with his brother-in-law. Trying to get to old Eddie, his first turkey.
Fast Eddie
shot like 17 deer this year for the first time, and now Spency boy's gonna get him on a strutter, so that'll be fun. Spency's he's kind of growing out of his mullet here, so I don't know. That could be good or it could be bad. It's not pretty.
Did you get a haircut?
We're thankful he already has a girlfriend because there'd be no chance of actually getting one right now with that kind of mullet going on. What is Sophie? Does Sophie like it?
Not anymore.
Doesn't like it anymore.
Did she like it to begin with?
Yeah, there's a peak, but now it's going away.
It's like the peak rut. Now it's like the post rut.
So we got 2 things we need to do with Spencer's hair.
Cut it.
So if you can't see it, it's still kind of long on top, but in the back it's getting a little long. So I'm thinking it's a twofold approach. One, come over to the old dog's house. I'll give you a buzz up top. I'm pretty good at that. I do it every morning. 2, hook you up with a perm guy.
Whoa. He lives in the mullet capital of the world.
That's what I'm saying. Uncle John used to have a perm. He probably still has connection to
when
the
you
perm.
walk by the jetted outside, he's got the glasses. They're on the whatever. What do you call them? Pit vipers? Yeah, whatever those goofy ass things are. The baseball players wear. He's got them in his car. If he shaved the sides and permed the rest of it,
do a couple of speed strips, and I don't want to sound sexist here. I don't want to sound sexist here, but I feel like if he's gonna get a perm, we need to get him a perm from a dude. There's got to be somebody in Menominee.
I can't. I have no idea. I was going to say Aunt Julie.
Aunt Julie could probably help him out, but I feel like there's probably a really solid guy that takes care of the perms in Menominee
I mean,
and mullets.
the last 3 guys to win the world championship were all in the same family from Menominee, I think. So talk to them. They had like some nice little curls in their mullets. They're also redheads, which gives them an advantage,
Yep.
just in general in life, but especially in a mullet contest. You know, not great in the sun, but great in a mullet contest. Right?
I am getting eastbound and down vibes, Cody, but yeah, no, I think
Bootylicious, I would love it, but I think it's too close to Booty Call.
Spencer, if I pay for it, will you get a perm?
He said yes.
Can you shake on it? Yes.
It's probably right where the chairs you're going to buy are. Still sitting on the floor here.
I still owe chairs. We're not on the floor. These suckers are nice. All right.
I mean, I feel it's. I don't know.
A milkshake brings all the deer to the yard.
Ooh, I kind of like that, Caleb.
That's not a bad name.
Not terrible. It's not going to work, but I like it. I just like a little bit more innuendo / like towing the line.
Appropriate innuendo.
Yeah. Milkshake just.
It brings all the girls to the yard.
It also makes me think that it should be a liquid product, and it's not a liquid product.
It's not. Ooh.
We're not going to tell you anything else, but it's not a liquid product. So I don't know. Keep coming with the ideas. You guys are really good at this, as it turns out. And as you'll find, like 1 beer, you're decent. 2 beers, you get a little better at it. 3 beers, that's kind of like the pocket. That's where you name your
Well,
products.
it's all.
4 beers, then you start to go down the wrong. Then you get.
To me, it's not about the amount
Bad.
of beers, because you could have a high octane beer, or you could have maybe they drink mixed drinks.
Some of these guys are like a 10%.
You drink yourself 5-6 Mountain Dews, you're bound to get a little bit reckless. So for me, it's all about balancing your ABV or your blood alcohol level.
Oh, Timmy.
What is it? BAL?
I mean, that was pretty good.
You got to balance it. You got to get to that point. You got to maintain that point. And there's a certain threshold above and below that you can go, but the sweet spot, you got to maintain that.
I think Cody just came up with a great idea.
I'll start working on my milkshake. Brings all the deer to the plot music video.
We're going to do that this year.
Well, especially
the perfect music video.
Wait till we get Spency with the perm.
Oh, I know. You get Mullet Man in the freaking middle of a plot.
His girlfriend hasn't even signed off on this.
It might be the only time that he doesn't freeze in front of the camera.
There's actually a barber in Boyceville, Wisconsin, right next to Buckshots. I wonder if he does perms. We could get you there Saturday. I got nothing going on at 1 o'clock.
Neither does Spency.
Oh,
perm? I bet a Boyceville perm is just
Spencer,
a real nice one too.
Do you want to come shed hunting on Saturday?
He's quite the dog by the sounds of it. Ooh. Everyday Eddie. There was a former. So Sammy's a big Twins fan. This is way before his time, but there was a pitcher from the Twins named Everyday Eddie. Sam won't know who he is because it's from the 90s, but yeah, Everyday Eddie. Spency's cousin Eddie. Nope, not cousin, brother-in-law. Sorry. Same thing, right? Cousin Eddie, is that from like Family Vacation, Christmas Vacation, right? Cousin Eddie?
Cousin Eddie.
Didn't he have a perm?
He had something going on.
I don't think he did. He was just a grease ball. Same thing.
Cool.
So, we got 45th Parallel this weekend, New Richmond. If you're not from here, it's a long drive. I'm sorry. We've got the naming of this new product, which keep it going. This is good. You guys are great. Also, too, we have going on right now on our Facebook page a selfie contest. So if you're all out and about shopping Domain and you see it somewhere, take a selfie, throw it on our website or on our Facebook page. You can win $100. I mean,
even better,
just
face
happen.
the shelf a little bit, make it look pretty, and then take a picture with it then.
I like it.
But yeah, we got that going on.
We got turkey hunting coming up. We got planting. I mean, we're not even to planting season yet, really, in this part of the country. As you go south, some people are getting ready. But we're going to be doing a lot of planting here in the next month and a half. Getting the spring stuff ready, and then then it's summer already.
Time to plan.
We're going to have to start to see some deer antlers growing. I haven't seen any yet. I mean, I can see which deer are bucks at the house, but I don't have any big old knobs yet. Most of my spikes don't get knobs yet. It takes them a while.
Early.
But
Well, we'll get another one of these scheduled here soon. We got
question:
yeah.
should we move it back an hour or not? The only reason I ask is it's 7 o'clock. It's 80 and sunny out. Do we move it back to 8? Is that too late?
I think maybe
Leave it at 7?
I think maybe in the winter
What do
7
we do?
makes sense. Let's put a poll out on the Facebook page.
I mean, granted, you can listen to our idiot selves after it's live, but it's more fun to talk shit back and forth.
I think
Promiscuous.
we'll put a
I
little,
like it.
We're gonna put a little
Panty-dropper.
poll. We'll put a little poll out for everybody on for the live feed. For those of you that listen to it after, thank you for listening. But we'll put a little poll out for our live feed because we want to continue to do this. And then also suggestions on. Hopefully we find some time to do some in betweens that we wouldn't be doing them on live. We're gonna record some more podcasts. So if you have guest ideas or someone you think that's super cool, that you think we should chat with,
Maybe get the mullet man in here for a
the perm man.
yeah. You know, you never know.
But yeah, we'll put a poll out. Let's we'll figure that bad boy out. But thanks everyone for joining us tonight.
Yeah, keep those questions coming too. We enjoy answering them. We answer hundreds a day, but now's the time. Like logging roads, backwoods plots, raked plots, shaded plots. The next month is prime time. Like the second that snow gets out of there, get those leaves out of there. We're all going to be doing it this weekend and the next several weekends, and it's the perfect time to get those perennials going. Mother load, let's wait a month. Get that bad boy ripping up here in Wisconsin. Recharge where you can. I'm not going to tell you where you can't, but do it where you can. And other than that, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing the names that come through here. So we'll pay attention. Like we said, we're looking for a new name.
If somebody posted a name on here, if somebody posts a name on this one that's a winner, they're going to get something sweet. Don't know what it is yet.
Absolutely.
But there is a bounty for cool names.
What is it?
It's between they get a bunch of product or they have to hang out with me for a day.
Oh boy, that's a tough call there.
They get to pick.
Well, all right, we'll let them pick. I mean, there could be some pros to hanging out with you for a day. I mean, maybe you take them out on the old river and slay some walleyes.
They got to travel.
Hey, maybe you take them up somewhere musky fishing.
They got to travel.
Oh, so there could be some pros to. I mean, maybe you hunt with them because we know you're not killing the deer.
Fair.
So that gives them a better chance.
You want to come on a musky fishing expedition? Guaranteed 10% chance to catch one?
You do a much better job guiding than you do catching,
Oh, yeah.
musky wise.
Most people catch them when they come with
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like this. All right. So if you name the next product, you don't know what it is. We almost called it Booty Call, if that gives you any help. If you name it, you can either get a shit ton of free product, and a shit ton is
A ton.
a lot, or you get a day with Timmy.
Fishing.
Your choice. Oh, fishing. I thought it was your choice.
No, it's not your choice. You got to come to me. and we're gonna go fishing.
A day with Timmy fishing. I tell you what.
I've caught some big fish.
Absolutely. You've also guided some big fish.
Yeah.
Do you provide the beer?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sin bin in the back of the boat will be empty.
He's got the boat. He's got the boat. He's got the gear. He's got the beer.
You guys have to provide the designated driver.
Perfect. Just show up and be ready to drive. Oh, this would be good. I can't wait to see all the names. There's been a bunch of them.
Overnight lover.
There should be a bunch of good ones. Badonkadonk. Yeah.
Harley, get it done, man. Go catch a muskie.
If nothing else, the wheels are turning, which is good. This is
business.
good. But anywho, we're going to sign out here, I think. Episode number 13.
Dan, hold on. Dan said I've been nursing my beer. I had 3. Shit.
Dan, please don't egg him on.
Don't challenge this.
Yeah, I didn't see the comment yet. Mine must be like 15 feet miles behind yours.
You come at the dog, he's going to bite.
I mean,
he's going to bite, and you come at the dog.
And none of us win. None of us win when you do that.
No.
None of us win.
All right, well, we're going to sign off, huh?
Thanks, Top and Barrel, for being a part of our show, as always. And thanks to
Okay.
you guys for being awesome.
We'll post the next one here soon. We have to figure out the date yet, but
Hopefully sooner than a month. We're going to try to do this more
frequently.
frequently. Yeah, every 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe.
Yeah.
Should we name it Beers and Bucks?
Yeah. See ya.
All right, see you guys.